What's going on, everyone? It's the Live For You podcast. I got a special guest here today, one of my close friends since middle school, man. This dude has been motivating me ways that he doesn't even know. So without further ado, my man, John Tony.
What's up, Zeke? What's going on? What's going on, everyone?
Not much, bro. So we got a lot to talk about, man.
Yes.
But before we get right into the conversation, I just wanted to, tell everybody a little bit about yourself. Who you are, like just a brief description about you.
Brief description about me. I'm John Tony, and here's what you get, man. I'm pretty much as clear as they come. You know what I mean? Never switch up. Remain the same person from day one until the day. That's just me. That's just how I grew up, and that's just what I really like to keep instilled within me. You know what I mean? Knowing that I've always been me. You know what I mean?
I can attest to that.
Yeah, of course.
Attest to that, man. Because like you.
Same for you, bro. Like it goes back to Times Square days. You know what I mean? Like, and you just always been just in your own lane. You know what I mean? Like always stood for you. You know what I mean? Always stood for you. Was always true to you. That's what I respected with you, and why like this right here is really like a brotherhood. For real.
It's crazy too, cause like I can attest to how you've been, man. Like since the younger days, like you haven't changed, bro. You're the same dude, much wiser. You know what I'm saying? Like you're more aware. You know what I mean? And I see that, even though we don't talk every day, I see that dude like do some posts, do actions, interactions all the time.
I was just about to say that, man. And it's like those are the real friendships. Is like like people who like you don't speak to, but once you do speak, it's just always love, and it's always genuine, and with you, it's always been genuine. So
right. Appreciate that, bro. So without let's get right into it, man. So honestly, like a lot of people have been seeing you post a lot of like workout videos, a lot of like fitness stuff, a lot of like advice for people starting out their their journey to becoming healthy and fit. Where did that come from? Where was like the purpose or the passion? Where did that passion come from? You know what I mean? Because I know you've always been like a active dude with like basketball or running or just staying active, but now it's like another level. So like where did this like come from? You know what I mean? Where did this like
honestly, man, it came from roots, you know what I mean? Like I grew up Chad Brown Projects, you know what I mean? So I was always a little chunky, you know what I mean? But I was always like, just for anything like sports and football, basketball, things like that. So like it stemmed from that. It kind of just grew and just kind of was like I just always wanted to be doing something. You know what I mean? I didn't have the physique, but I was always tall. You know what I mean? But tall and kind of like slender, but still chunky. I can still move on you. You know what I mean? So so it kind of always worked in my favor. You know what I mean? As far as being like the tallest kid at that point in time, on the team. So it was always like, like that's John. You know what I mean? Like he's like a big dude. So
So you always wanted to be someone like you felt like you always like were like you needed to be someone like you wanted to be something. Wanted to be involved with something that was more of like active, like
always wanted to be active, like was always outside when before technology and phones came the world. It was like I was outside from once I woke up until like the street lights came on and like it was to get in. So
man, good days.
Yeah, like if it was a little mischievous maybe, but I mean it was kids, you know what I mean? So we really didn't know any better, and to us it was fun.
Nice, man.
And then
so like, how do you like? Because every day, bro, like just to give you guys a quick background, John has started his own company, and he's gonna talk more about it. But he started his own company called Tone It Down Fitness, and we're gonna get more into it later on. But just a question that I have for you, John, is like, how do you how do you maintain, not even maintain, or how do you keep up with like this consistency? Because like I'll see every day there's a post you getting in working out. I think there was one time too, I actually saw you post something like, all right, like you posted one workout and then you posted, you was like, oh, all right, you know what? I had time. I might as well get my second workout in the day. Like 2 workouts in one day, bro. I was like, damn, this guy's getting after it, bro. Like, no joke. So how do you maintain that like consistency? Like to be like, you know what? Like I'm gonna stay on my routine. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm not gonna get out of my routine. How do you maintain that? Because some people struggle with that. Some people be like, all right, you know what? I went yesterday. I'm probably just gonna chill and not go for another 5 days.
Yeah. See, with me, it became routine for me. So it was like I needed to. Let me run it back to like where like this all stemmed from. So I was diagnosed with diabetes at 23. I'm not sure if you knew that, but I was diagnosed at 23. So I was actually admitted at Miriam hospital over here in Providence. I was there for, I want to say like a week. So I went in, and this is when my firstborn was maybe like 3 months. It had to be the week after my birthday. And, so I was admitted, and they had admitted me, and my sugar was like over like 800, which is critical for some people. You know what I mean? So leading up to that, you know, I was just like sick for like a week straight, and my girl at the time, she was a nurse, and you know, she was like, she was like telling me, she's like, you might have diabetes. I'm like, no. I'm like, what? Like, nah, I'm all right. You know, I'm just sick. I'll be okay. Me being hard-headed, you know, we don't want to go see anyone. You know what I mean? I'll be good. So, one morning came, and I was just weak, bro. Like, I couldn't do anything. Like, I couldn't even lift my daughter up. You know what I mean? She was 3 months. You know what I mean? So, like, light. You know what I mean? So it was just like I couldn't do anything. Call my mom. My mom comes, rushes me over there, and then that's when I have found out. So, leading up to that, you know, fast forward maybe like 2 years, it was a struggle for me, bro, at first. Like, it was just like, because living with that, bro, like taking medicine all day, you know what I'm saying, every day was just like, man, like I don't want to do this. I'm young, you know what I mean? I'm 23 years old. Like, I don't want to have to depend on this, you know what I'm saying, to keep me going. So, you know, I actually started going to the gym with my cousin, James Grant. And so like he really kind of got me into it. He probably doesn't know it, but he did. I had went to, I think he was going to LA Fitness at the time. So we had went, and then I'm just like just seeing him just doing things that I'm just like, yo, like, and then like I'm trying to do it, and I'm just like, do this. Like I'm getting like frustrated. And then after that day, I was just like, you know, like I said to myself, I'm gonna get a gym membership. So I did, like that. Like it had to be on like a weekend. I went to UFIT actually. I was living over in North Providence, and I went to UFIT, signed up like maybe like a couple days later, because it was like I just felt as though if I didn't do it then, I wasn't gonna do it. So I was like, you know what, like let me just get up and do it. So I signed up, and then from there, like it was just history. Like I was just consistent with the gym. And then fast forward like a couple years, as far as like the diabetes goes, you know, like I went, and then so basically like I didn't have to take any more medicine after like being consistent with the gym. You know what I mean? Because like everything was kind of controlled. I switched up my diet like a lot, you know, like I cut out pork, I cut out like a lot of fried foods.
Which is tough for a lot of people to do, man. Like
it's tough, bro. It's super tough, because it's like it's what you grow up on. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like it's just like, you know what I mean? Like you're hungry.
Right.
You know,
it's
like,
all over the place. It's all over the city, bro. That's how it is, man.
Corners, you know, you got the Spanish spots, you got the Spanish food, you got the Chinese spots on every side of town. You know what I mean? So it's like it's tough because it's just so easy to get. So yeah.
What kind of foods do you eat now since the change?
Now, since it changed now, like I still don't eat pork. Very light beef. I'm actually in like the transition right now. Like I'm like in like a bulking stage. So like I'm kind of heavy on the carbs, protein, stuff like that, but still like in the gym daily. You know what I'm saying? Going as hard as I possibly can. And I'm actually getting into juicing as well.
Nice.
Yeah. My girl, she has like a page hitting chakra juices. So if for those familiar with chakras, it's like it's kind of like it's kind of like a mood type of thing or whatever, but she incorporates that with juicing as well. And it's like she's very wise with that, you know what I mean? Like like she knows she knows as far as what she does in her lane. So just like a lot of like juicing, and just trying to stay away from like the sweets and stuff like that. It's a little tough sometimes,
Yeah.
So you just gotta kind of portion yourself out, right? You know what I mean? So
no, that's amazing, bro. So like, a lot of people who do have diabetes, man, it's tough for them to kind of like reverse that like.
It is tough. And funny story is before my grandmother passed, God rest her soul, she was actually a diabetic. So growing up as a kid, like I seen what she had to do every day. I seen I seen the bad times with it within her, you know what I mean? So like it's just like funny how things kind of work their way up, you know what I mean? And it's like it kind of trickled down to me, but now I'm doing something that she, she was a little older, so she couldn't do some of the things that I can. So, so I'm kind of glad. It was kind of like a gift and a curse that I did get it when I did, because I was still young enough to be fit and stay, keep doing what I'm doing now. So, so it's just funny how it kind of like works itself out. So I feel like a testimony for someone else who does have it, you know what I mean? And just like really let them know, like, you can do whatever you want to do. You can reverse whatever it is that you have within you that's stopping you from being you. You know what I mean? So it's all about what you put your time into. You know what I mean?
It's crazy too, because like I have a former college teammate who actually hit me up and was like, "Yo, I got diabetes," and it's like, damn, let's do collegiate player. You know what I mean? And he like, was in shape, bro, lifted, like was running, everything was good, bro. And he kind of said the same thing like you said, how he was feeling and stuff. And once the doctor told him that, he just switched up his eating habits, and now he's like, he's slim and or like he's like fit, and like he's doing way better. You know what I mean? But I think it was scary for him because he said that the doctor was like, yo, if this continues, then it might not be good for you, pretty much. So he really like changed his whole like lifestyle, bro. So I was just like, man, that's inspirational right there, man. Someone to be on the break of like, yo, like you have no choice but to change your style. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. So I think that's pretty dope, man.
Say that again?
No, I was just gonna say I think that's pretty dope. Like, that you're using, your experiences and you're telling your story to try to help other people who may be going through some of the situations that you have gone through, to let them know, like, listen, man, like that ain't the end. You know what I mean? Like things can change, and you can use that as fuel to better yourself and to help others. You know what I mean? And you're the prime example of this. And I was gonna try to like do like a segue and have you kind of talk more about your company, Tone It Down Fitness, and like how that relates to you, your life, and your experiences, and what you're doing now. You know what I mean? Like what's the plan for it? What's the plan for it? Is there merchandise? How like like do you train people? Because when I come to Providence, bro, I'm blinking with you, man, and I'm putting this all on every social media, bro. But we're gonna get it in, man.
Let's work. But Tone It Down Fitness. I actually thought of this name. My name's John Tony. last name Tony, so it kind of like just
it was perfect.
Dawned on me one day, like Tone It Down Fitness, like it just rings. You know what I mean? Like
I can see that like a gym, Tone It Down Fitness.
Be toned too, so it's just like, you know what I mean? It was just like it happened naturally. You know what I mean? So, and honestly, like besides the gym, like you can kind of use that towards everything. You know, like as far as, you know, like the negativity.
Yeah.
You tone that down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it just
everything.
It can go with whatever you want it to. So yeah, honestly, I actually just started training. Yeah. I started training maybe like a month ago. I'm in the midst of becoming certified as well.
There you go, bro. You're out here.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm full throttle with this, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh man. So explain that. What question I really want to ask you was like, and maybe it's just a design, but like explain the logo. Like what does the logo mean?
The logo.
It's definitely designed in a special way, man. So like, what's the meaning behind that?
The logo was made for me by a female who went to Times 2 Academy with us.
Nice.
Aja.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
like, she was ahead of us.
Yeah, she was probably I think she was maybe like a class of us or two, one of them. But
yeah.
So one day I put on Facebook, you know, I was like, you know, I had wrote out, I was like, you know, like I'm really starting to take this serious, Tone It Down Fitness, watch out. And then, you know, she messaged me and she was like, oh, you know, basically saying like what she does, like she makes those. So I was like, all right, like, you know, so like she sent me like a few of them, and like it kind of just like ring, because first of all, it's a fist, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speak for itself.
Yeah.
And then there's a weight, so you know what I mean? So it kind of just worked, you know what I mean? It was just like a fist, which was, you know, kind of like really like a message for me. It was like, hey, like, yeah, like that's a fist of power, you know what I mean? So
I like the colors around it too, man. It just kind of symbolizes like strength,
strength,
you know what I mean? Like,
courage, all that, prosperity.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, bro, it really just clicked. And yeah, so shout out to her. She was like definitely the one that set that up for me, and nice. I ran with it.
Nice, man. So are you gonna eventually like what's the like, and my bad if you haven't thought this far, but I'm just like asking questions.
Oh yeah, no.
I can already see how far this company can really go. You know what I mean? And like do you feel like eventually you're gonna get to the point? Because I think a lot of people are gonna really your story is gonna resonate with them, and I think a lot of people are gonna really mess with that and really feel your energy and want to rock with you. So like, do you feel like eventually you can get to a point where you have like a staff, or are you just kind of like do personal? Is it just going to be you and the company, or are you going to have like a team? Or
universe is the limit for this, bro. Like, you know, I'm trying to take it as far as I can go. You know what I mean? As far as training facilities, you know what I mean? Staff, merch. I'm probably gonna dab into like the merch first. You know what I mean? Just every.
You got merchandise right now?
Right now, no, not right. Right. Right now, like I'm focusing more on like the training and, you know, and me. Nice, you know, like I'm just trying to just soak up as many gems as I can now.
Yeah.
You know, so like I'm definitely just gonna let that fall in when it happens. So
yeah. No rush, man. Like, you definitely got like what you got right now. You can run with this, bro. Like
100%.
You got something solid going on right now, and it's just the beginning. You know what I mean? So like when I see posts, I'm like, damn, this Tone It Down Fitness joint is about to be like, it's about to be mad good, man. You just gotta continue. Just please continue to stick with it, man. Like,
listen, man. I'm putting everything out into the universe, and I'm just as it does. You know what I mean?
And you know, this is me just kind of jumping into conclusions, but like, you know, when that time comes when it's like there's money flowing, there's money coming in too, bro. Like you can have your own building, buy your own building or whatever it is, rent the building, and then put like equipment in there, have your own space, have a juice bar or whatever it is, you know, you and your girl partners, whatever, and then like, and then you know, have clients come through and then just kind of like go from there and then continue
Yeah.
to build and build and build, bro. So like, there's so many ways you can go about it, man. There's so many different strategies that you can like go with it. And like, once you figure that out too, bro, like, oh my gosh, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
And J. Cole said it too. J. Cole said it like in one of his lines, he said, keep grinding, boy, your life can change in 1 year, bro. Like all this can happen like that. You know what I mean? It can happen so fast, but it's really all about like, you know what I'm saying? Like you and you kind of sticking to what you're doing. So I wanted to ask you too, I wanted to see what your perspective on this is. So like when I see you, right? When I see you posting stuff, I'm like, yo, this dude, like, at first I was like, yeah, John, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be continuing.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I like what I see what John's doing, but I don't know if this is gonna last. I don't know if this is gonna last. I know he's motivated right now, but I'm not sure if this is gonna last.
Yeah, and I'm
looking. I'm like, yo, I'm seeing more. I'm like, yo, this dude's getting it in, bro. He's not playing. He's not messing around. So I'm like, yo, this guy's something else. This ain't motivation. This guy's driven, bro. So like, I was just gonna ask you, what's the difference between like in your approach, like motivation and being driven? Like, what's the difference in your approach? Like, why are you so driven by this? You know what I mean? What's keeping you going? What's keeping you going for this?
I don't call it motivation, but I'm living like this is the only thing that I can do. You know what I mean? So it's like there is nothing else because I'm putting so much time into this. You know what I mean? Like I'm really putting like a wear and tear on my body daily working out. You know what I mean? So it's like there's nothing else that I possibly want to do for the rest of my life. I don't want to work a 9 to 5 forever. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to work for anybody. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like me just waking up and thinking like, all right, like because there are days, I'm not gonna lie, bro, where I don't want to be bothered with the gym. But it's like those are the days where you have to get your ass up and really go.
Yeah.
Really push yourself, get through that workout, and then I can guarantee as soon as you leave that gym, you're gonna be like, why was I even thinking that earlier?
Right.
You just feel great after it. So
yeah. It's crazy. I feel that today.
Yeah. Oh, it's honestly, bro. So I just got in from the gym. You know what I mean? So Sundays is kind of like a light day for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To work myself into the week.
Yeah.
You know, like I did like my little 30 minutes on a bike, and then like I did some core work and then I left. You know what I mean? But it's like I did something. You know what I mean? 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Just do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Body going, get your blood flowing right, and
So that's dope, man. Just staying active, bro. And it's crazy because like a lot of like our peers, bro, we're getting older too. 30 is not too far for a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like yo, we gotta really take care of ourselves. You know what I mean? Because we don't want to like be like huge, or we don't want to be like unhealthy.
I got 3 daughters, so
So you're like you gotta stay.
Really don't want to be one of them parents that can't do that. You know what I mean? Because they see us and think, okay, like we're their friends, so like they want to play, want to run around, they want to do things with them. You know what I mean? So it's like if they see that, then just. So
questions for you, man, and I think a lot of people want this, and eventually I know this is probably going to be like things that you get paid for because people are going to seek your expertise. But it's like on a day like today, right?
Mm-hmm.
For someone who is trying to, I'll use my situation for an example. For someone who's trying to put on mass, like. Mm-hmm. And you said you're actually bulking too. So what would be like just walk us through a day of like your meals. You know what I mean? Like for like breakfast, lunch, dinner.
This morning I had turkey sausage, two whole eggs, and I had a protein shake.
Yep.
You know, and then so for lunch, what time? Like I'll probably do like chicken breast and rice.
Yep.
And then for dinner, like I'll probably do like the same thing. So with that, it's very repetitive. It's repetitive as ever. Like it's like the same meals daily. Like, you know what I mean? Lunch, dinner, like snack. You know what I mean? Like, you know, or whatever it is. But like for someone who's looking to bulk, it's very repetitive. It gets boring.
It gets boring, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it gets tough, bro.
You can make it fun. I'm one, like, you know, like that really doesn't phase me much to like eat like the same thing every day. Like I'm pretty much like a boring person. So it's like whatever.
You're built for this, bro.
Built for it, exactly. And I don't really like to try a lot of new things at times. So it's just like, you know, whatever. Like I'll just stick to what I stick to, and you know.
Yeah. So
if you're looking to bulk, heavy protein, moderate carbs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So with Tone It Down Fitness, man, what do you think? What has been like the biggest challenge with Tone It Down Fitness right now?
Challenge, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, so I came up with Tone It Down Fitness 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And like
2 years ago, I thought it was just recently.
It was like, so I spoke it 2 years ago. Let's say that.
Yeah.
I was, you know, like gym days and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, shouting it out and whatnot. But as far as like logos and clients I have and you know, grams and videos and stuff like that, like I honestly, like, my logo was made, I just made my logo, I want to say, like before, like maybe like March. So like it's very fresh, it's very new. Yeah, man, it was just like it was like not knowing where this is gonna go. So that's the reason why 2 full years, because I'm like, man, like us as people, we just want things to happen. We don't want to grind for it. So then I had to sit back, you know what I mean, and just think, like, you know, like things take time. It takes steps.
Take time, bro. Yeah, man.
Plus, me personally, like, bro, like I have so much more to learn as far as like nutrition and you know, and fitness and
it's
and you
fun,
know,
though. It's fun.
And training different people, knowing what they can and can't do, you know what I mean? And you know, kind of really just like studying people, you know what I mean? Studying how they feel that day, and you know what would be like something for them to do that day as far as like a workout, you know what I mean? Like this, like things that like we just always, like, you just have to know, and you know what I mean? So that's that. As far as that, it was just like, it was just trying to figure out like where this was gonna go, where I wanted it to go, and this just not being, you know, like a, you know, like a 5 seconds of fame type thing, but it being, you know, like a lifelong thing for me to eventually, you know, hand down to my daughters. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. That's that. Oh man, John, this is generational, like, goals. Yeah.
Always.
And like that's solid, bro.
Name is me as well. You know what I mean? So it just makes. So.
Yeah, no, that's solid, man. That's real solid. So you've got, it's crazy too, because you, like, I hate to sound repetitive, but like you got a story attached to your brand, like, and that's like the, like, for most people, some people like struggle trying to figure out what they can, like, how they can attack, how they can relate to like their goal, their brand, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got that, and like even with me, just to kind of relate to what you were saying with like just trying to figure it out. Like for the longest time, you know, I could think like years back, I was doing a whole bunch of videos, a lot of positivity videos, just kind of like motivational videos, and I was like, yo,
bro.
Huh?
I said this like really is like shows, because I remember like when like you first like started, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and like see, like, you know what I mean? Like it took steps for you, and now you know,
bro.
Now like you know where you want to be, and you know where you're heading, you know what I mean? So
it was definitely, no, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. It was definitely a process. Like I remember in the beginning, I was doing a lot of like those motivational videos, putting things out there, a lot of positive stuff out there. And I was thinking to myself, like, yo, I'm doing this, I like doing this, but I want to be able to connect with people more. I'm just putting videos out there, but I'm not really connecting with
Nah.
people like how I want to. You know what I mean? There's something more to this. So then I started trying to like think and be like, all right, what can I do to try to see if I can connect with people? I can do like, you know, motivational talks and stuff or whatever. I tried that actually. I did that. I did like a few motivational speeches or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I think maybe like something where I can kind of connect with people and kind of talk to them about their story. And then I started thinking podcast type thing, you know what I mean? And it came to me like, oh, like it's you, like it's you. You gotta tell your story. You gotta do what you're doing. You gotta try to influence other people by who you are. Like, what can the podcast name be? Like you gotta live your life, live for you. You know what I mean? It just kept
watching too.
Bro, it just kept like the answers just kept like coming out of my mind, bro. And you just gotta like, I guess the biggest thing is like you gotta just kind of like go. You just gotta keep going. You know what I mean? Just keep doing what you're doing, and more things are gonna continue to like come your way. And a lot of people are gonna gravitate towards you and support you. Obviously, there's probably gonna be some haters who like, oh, that's whack, blah blah blah. But you just gotta use that as energy. You know what I mean? And continue to you know, just flourish, you know.
Right.
But so, you know, I don't want to take up too much time for the Sunday afternoon, but I got a few more questions for you, bro. So what's some advice you can give for people who are just beginning their fitness journey, and to living a better, healthier lifestyle?
My advice to them is stick with it. Stick with it. Read. Definitely, like, honestly, bro, like, I watch a lot of things on YouTube. Like, honestly, like, as far as like fitness, nutrition, things of that nature, like, YouTube has the answers. YouTube has people who are, you know, who can guide you. Definitely doing your research and just knowing that, you know, like, this is for you. This is to better you. This is to better everyone else around you, for some people as well. Because if you're not here, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, anything can happen. So, you know what I mean? It's just putting on more years to your life. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, bro. Perfect.
Like, yeah, it's
so
like
true, man. Putting on more years to your life.
Put on more years.
That's all you gotta say to me.
It's like, and you know, we don't realize that sometimes. It's like it's definitely tough. It's definitely tough to think.
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
Yeah, all good.
Yep. Go ahead. But yeah, man.
And then two more questions. What is the biggest like hurdle in the past 2 years? 2 years. What's the biggest hurdle that you've had to jump?
I've encountered the biggest hurdle for me is staying positive. Like, there's been like days where it was just like you said, like, it was just like you thought that, you know, this wasn't gonna be, you know what I mean? It was me thinking that on myself is like, yo, like, what am I gonna do with this fitness journey? Like, it's gonna be, you know, something where, you know, I could eat off of, you know what I mean? And are people gonna like receive it how I see it? You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, the reception for this, bro, has been like I kind of been about it, you know what I mean? Because it's like you don't know who's watching, bro. And
bro.
It's like, I'm motivating a lot of people, but at the same time, y'all are doing the same for me. You know what I mean? Because it's like, and it's like someone like me who, you know, like, I want things to be picture perfect, but, you know, sometimes it's not like that. So, so that's honestly like the biggest thing for me was just trying to just stick with it, trying to, you know, make sure that I knew where this was going to be and where it's going to be. You know what I mean? So right now, man, I'm just climbing up the ladder. You know what I mean? So
yeah. No, you're doing your thing, man. Like, I feel like the vision I have in my mind, as far as you like kind of going forward and like really like making this like special, it's like, bro, it's crazy, man. I think you can really like become crazy big with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
you could just continue
honestly,
doing what you're doing.
go for it, man. Honestly.
Yeah, man. And then last question, man. This is just a cool, fun question. It's kind of like a mixture of two, but
yeah.
One, what do you like to do for fun?
Fun, honestly, bro.
For fun, man.
My fun is Netflix, 2K.
Weird. Oh, you be on the 2K?
Oh, yes. Come on, bro.
Do you remember a long time ago? You came to my crib.
Brothers, yeah.
Yo, I was tight, bro. I lost that game, bro.
I mean, like you had your little, your little glory too. So.
Oh man, this guy. Yo, but look at, hey, do you be on a Warzone?
Oh yeah, I be on.
Oh yeah, I be on a Warzone, John. I gotta get you. I'm gonna send you my my account after this.
Well, what you want on the box or?
I'm on the PS4.
I mean, well, I think they got like the.
Yeah, we can still play. You on Xbox?
Yeah, I'm on Xbox.
I thought you was a PS4 dude.
I was at one point, and then
come on, John, it's crazy. Yo, I was actually playing with Marcel the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we was playing to like 1. We was playing mad late. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna get on the Warzone later on today.
I mean, it's a beautiful day to me, man. I love the rain, man. I love the workout as well. So
yeah, word. But honestly, bro, man, I'm just happy that you're doing your thing, man, and I love seeing like, guys who I like grew up with and went to school with to do well, man. And I'm really like, I know I told you this a million times, bro, but I gotta continue to tell dudes, like, you motivate me, you keep me when I see your posts. I'm like, yo, this guy's getting after it, man. I gotta get on my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like seeing people like you, like I still talk to Kurt Lucas here and there, and he's doing his thing and with his finance world. And like,
right?
Huh?
He's out in the city right now, right?
Yeah. I believe he lives in Jersey but works in New York or something like that. But he stays motivated, man, and he's someone who just like hit me up randomly, like, yo, what's good? Like, you know what I mean?
Him just always been, just been like the same, you know what I mean?
He's just the same, and that's the thing, like dudes, like that's the thing, like dudes like yourself too, like guys have been the same, but just much more wiser now, much more mature in their thinking. Not to say that people weren't mature in the past, but it's like, man, like over time.
It's
like people have been developing into these like great people. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely fueled by that, and fueled by what I see from all my friends. So I'm really happy that we got to like chop it up and stuff.
And the next conversation we have is gonna be different.
Word. I like that, man. I like that, bro. And a lot of people are gonna because honestly, a lot of people are going through certain things in their lives, and I think once they listen to this and hear your message and hear some of the things that you say, it's definitely gonna really it's gonna hit home for them. You know what I mean? It's gonna make them want to probably reach out to you or just kind of be like, hey, this is what I'm going through. I kind of like want to like work out with you or kind of get to a point where I can become healthy, because it's not easy for people to talk about that. You know what I mean? If a lot of
they can follow me on the gram, Tone It Down Fitness, just like that. Yeah. Tone It Down Fitness, and I'm open to all advice. I'm giving advice. I'm a listener. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe we can chop it up and I can learn something from you, and vice versa. So sure, definitely open arms.
Nice, man. Well, that's all I got for today, bro. You heard what he said, man. He said the next conversation is gonna be different. So I'm excited for that, man.
Yeah, and too, man. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna, definitely for you and where you're going.
Oh, hell yeah, absolutely, bro. Things are change. I'm always reminded, like whenever I'm doing work, I'm always reminded of like we're both city boys. You know what I'm saying? We're both from Providence. Like I even have it up in here. I'm in Massachusetts, but I still got my Providence map just to kind of like fuel me. You know what I mean? Just so I can be like, yo, like I'm out here in Mass, but I'm always 4-on-1. You know what I mean? So Definitely, bro. We're gonna chop it up again, and I'm gonna send you that text because that Warzone, bro. That's Warzone be crazy.
Do it, man. It's like I said, man. It's a day.
Yeah.
I did my workout, so.
Word. But I appreciate you, bro. I'm happy you was on this podcast, man. I'm gonna chop it up, and then I'm gonna get this on live. So it's the Live For You podcast, everybody.